Change is a part of every day, actually. We have expectations, we have ideas, we have thoughts. And have you noticed that life doesn't always go the direction you step out on one step and then the next one isn't there and you have to go there and you have to go there. So today I am talking about change. I am talking about our viewpoints, and I'm talking about the willingness to change. Anyone here ever resist change? I know that's none of us. However, maybe on the last Friday of the 10th month, I don't know. That willingness to change, we can feel it coming. Do you sometimes feel that change is coming? And then you go, oh, no, not now. This isn't a good time. Have you ever said that? This isn't a good time. Or I resist because I'm attached. Anyone attached to the way it is? Yes. So like for me, when I go to the grocery store and my favorite chips aren't there, what? My favorite bagels or my favorite what? Even the little things in life, right? It just can make you in a grumpy mood, I know. So today we're talking about big change. And sometimes we're not in charge of the changes that are happening around us. I love that song was about just think that we are brothers. And we do hold that consciousness in unity. And I continue to hold that consciousness. We are all brothers. We can make up all kinds of scenarios about the way we look, the way we dress, the way we spend money, where we came from, what God we pray to, but we're all the same. We are one energy. So today I'm talking about energy. And energy is the invisible. I love that. I love it because you can't see it, but you can move it. Do you know what I mean? You can move that energy. We don't really see it, but we feel it. When you walk in this room, we feel energy. We feel the energy of the music. We feel the energy of a smile. We feel the energy of something that feels closed to us, that we want to go through. Yes? So the door is closed. I want to go there. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll go here. Oh, where do I go? So that feeling of being closed by energy, and then how do we move the energy? Now there is the power that we have been given as spiritual beings. Everyone on the planet has this power to move energy, and we have the power to move the energy in the direction we desire. Now, sometimes when we're moving energy, things change, just as I was saying. And so we thought we were going there, and then it went here, and flexibility, that's the name of the game. We are going through some big changes in unity, and I shared that a couple of weeks ago when we had Hat Sunday. If you weren't here for Hat Sunday, you missed it. My last hat, I had a beret, I had a sun hat. My last hat was a baseball hat, and play ball. And are we willing to change and play ball and hit the ball and see what occurs? In this moment, in unity, and I would like this to apply to all of you. If you're new to unity today, or you haven't been here in a while, the opportunity to shift. Is anyone here comfortable with shifting? There's 3 of us. Oh, good, a lot of us. So shifting means moving, means maybe going in another direction. And many, as I said before, resist. We resist. We go, I'm not going anywhere. So I received an email about the big picture of unity, and this could be the big picture of your life, and reminding us what unity is and who we are. This was written by a woman, Rachel Wooten, Wooten, from New Zealand. And she's a unity minister in New Zealand and has quite a wonderful group. She's also a consultant with educational organizations and big companies on how to reimagine change. So reimagine change in your life and in organizations. And she's talking specifically about unity. Each Sunday we gather as a community to deepen and reinforce the spiritual principles we're learning and living ourselves through prayer, metaphysical insight, and practical spirituality. This isn't about teaching dogma. It's about exploring together how to embody a presence that isn't outside of us, but within us, an omnipresent source moving through and in as us. Now, I remember the first time that someone said to me that the Spirit is within you. I thought, isn't that a nice phrase? I didn't realize that it was actually true, that the divine presence moves through every one of us. And it is like that energy. We can call it energy. It's invisible. And we feel it. And we feel it when we connect with someone we've never met before, or someone with a twinkle in the eye looks at us across the room or at the grocery store. We go, oh, and we feel an energy exchange. Yes? The music is an energy exchange. So she goes on to say, our Sunday mornings are about our aligning our energy fields and amplifying a shared intention. When two or more of us come together, we elevate our consciousness. Woo! A powerful force field is created. It anchors us, helping us remember and embody the journey we are on. We are on a spiritual journey in human bodies. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We say it over and over, however do we remember it? My life is more than Safeway and getting gas or going to school or having a job or my relationships. My life is about being a spiritual being a light in situations where there isn't light or it has gone dim. That is our job. And we ask ourselves, have I lived up to my commitment as a spiritual person? Perhaps we may arrive feeling fragmented, anxious, or depleted, but through the music and the meditation and the prayer, we breathe again. That's right. I am a spiritual being. We are here as sacred beings. We get so lost in the news, in the prices, in the arguments. We get so lost in the details that we lose the big picture. Yes? Anyone else admit to that? We get so, oh good. Oh great. We get so lost in the details of life, whether it's going our way or not, that we lose the big picture. And we lose this feeling of energy shifting. And that's our purpose. We have the ability to shift energy for our lives and for our spiritual community. And are we living that truth? Note to self. I love that timing. You would think that wasn't planned. Right. That feeling of being a spiritual being when I go into the grocery store or I drive my car or I come here, not just on Sunday, that I'm a spiritual being, which means I'm more than what you can see. It's the invisible light It's the light. Rachel Wooten goes on to say that we are light beings. We're light bearers. We bring the light. And are we doing that? Have we forgotten that? Do we realize that? Now, we put some energy into doing that in here. When we did some redesigning, we moved the chairs and the doors. When we studied Chinese energy, feng shui, has anyone ever heard of feng shui? Right. So feng shui is Chinese energy. So our doors, as our designer told us, represent welcoming energy. So our building is focused to welcome energy. Our book nook back there is actually the corner in, when you look at all the north, south, east, west, is educational. And there's our book nook, of course. And then over in this back corner is prosperity corner. And not many people go over there. I would go over there more often if I was you. And there's a table and chairs, and you can sit there and talk to a friend or pray or read or whatever. And then actually our kitchen is in the position of hospitality. So we have good energy flow. There was one challenge, though, wasn't there? You couldn't walk through the sun porch. Why couldn't we walk through the sun porch? We had stuff. And I mean, it was stuff. And nobody really knew all of the stuff that was there because it was behind a wall. And if you did go looking for one piece of stuff, you couldn't find it. So a crew of people came and out went the stuff. And now we have a complete flow. Isn't that what we're looking for in our lives, is flow? Yes, a flow of energy. We don't want the stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. We want that flow of love, that flow of healing, that full flow of joy. And then sometimes, have you ever had this happen in your life? When things are going so good, and you put your hands on your hip and you just are doubting. Am I making the right decisions? Am I making the right choices? And we begin to doubt that we're spiritual beings. I know none of you have ever done that. But if you did, you'd be like me. Because there have been times in my life where I went, oh, this is too hard, this is too big, this is too difficult, I can't. I'm challenged, I'm afraid. And that is when we have to remember that we can release those feelings. We don't have to own them. You know, we can stuff our pockets and we just overwhelm ourselves. And then we have the opportunity to release.